We're just thanking the Marvel gods for all they have blessed upon us. Greetings!
I'm Ellis.
And I'm Ben.
And if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. We have just done a video about Disney and what they are bringing to us over the next 3 years.
Yeah, which is a lot. So if you're interested in the Disney animations, live action, Pixar, check that one out. But this video
is about Marvel. Guys.
You know this is what you're really here for.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Like literally, I don't know what to do. So, the first thing they're dropping for us on Disney Plus from all the Marvel stuff is WandaVision, which is obviously Wanda and Vision together in a show.
What's so cool about it though?
It's like set in the 60s, right?
But it looks so different. It looks like, what's that?
Bewitched?
Yeah, it looks like, it's like filmed like an episode of Bewitched.
Yeah,
it looks so
like
different
50s,
that I am so intrigued. It's like they're stuck in a TV show? I don't know. Do you know what? If I'd seen the trailer and I didn't know anything about Marvel, I'd be like...
Oh, that's a cute little show.
No, I'd be like, that looks dumb. But because I trust and believe in everything that Marvel do right now, I'm like, I'm sold.
That comes out on Jan 15th, which is real soon, Ben.
Jan 15th?
Real soon.
That's like a month, bro.
Right? Doctor Strange 2, Madness of the Multiverse of Madness. I'm going mad. Right? It's coming out March 25th in 2022, which is meant
ages, bro.
Yeah, and that's meant to take place after Spider-Man 3. No, Spider-Man 2. Wait, what? Doctor Strange 2 is connected to WandaVision, and Doctor Strange 2 is going to take place after Spider-Man 3. And Doctor Strange 2 is being directed by the original director of the original Spider-Man 3 films. I said original too many times.
But also the fact that the new Doctor Strange is like spooky dooky.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited about that because each Marvel film obviously kind of has its own genre. Like, I'm excited. Just the potential of the multiverse. Like,
well, this is what I'm saying, right? Apparently, it's connected to Spider-Man.
As in,
I don't know which Spider-Man. Let's just check that.
Because I've heard rumors that they're getting.
Yeah, we'll get that. You told that for later for Spider-Man 3. The next series we're getting after WandaVision is Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which comes out March. Bro, it's super soon.
Yeah, I know. We've been waiting all this time for these things.
So they're going to drop January and then they're going to drop March. It's them working together, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and we're going to get some of that banter.
Anthony Mackie's great for that.
Yeah, they're both great. They're both great. This is what I was saying about in our Disney video. They're calling them like Marvel cinematic episodes, right?
Yeah, he kind of described it as like
little
a Marvel movie.
Like 6 episodes.
But yeah.
This is what scares me, that we're just losing cinema. Do you know what I mean?
But is it not great that our TV experience is going to be so much better as long as we don't lose cinema?
The next thing that Kevin Feige announced was Black Widow, which comes out May 7th, 2021. That was meant to come out this year, right?
I mean, there's just been new date, like...
May 7th, 2021.
I'm guessing they can't push this one back.
No.
People have just been waiting for this for ages.
So, the next TV series... Wait a second, damn. So, the next TV series, I'm about to blow your mind, comes out in May. So we got January, Wakanda I was about to say, January, Wanda, Vision, then we got March.
Wakanda Vision, that would be sick.
Then we got March is Falcon and Winter Soldier. May is Loki.
Next year's going to be good, man.
And so basically he's described it as a new genre, which is like crime thriller.
You said it real sassy.
What is crazy is that all these characters are just getting their own TV series. Like, that's nuts. And the fact as well that they were going to kill off Loki in like the first film, and the fans loved him so much that he is in about
coming
5.
back again and again.
Now he's got his own TV series.
I mean, he keeps dying as well and then coming back.
Just crazy. The next thing that I know Ben's excited about is called What If, which comes out summer 2021. We have no date. And it's basically like, what if? It's like, what if Captain America wasn't Steve Rogers?
Peggy Carter.
And it's Peggy Carter. And
the one that looks the sickest to me is what if it was Marvel Zombies? That looks sick!
It's like animated series and it looks super cool. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, man. I'm excited that they're taking risks with things. They're not just doing like... I mean, it's just sums Marvel up at the moment. It's like, yeah, they're giving people what they want, but they're also giving people what they don't know that they want yet. And that's what makes them sick. So, they've just wrapped in Australia the next film to come out, which starts Phase 4, which is called Shang-Chi, Legend of 10 Rings. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Yeah, you did that first time. And it comes out July 9th, 2021.
Bro, this next year is going to be
I
insane.
mean, what movies we got next year though?
We got
Black Widow,
Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. So that's exciting, obviously, because it's like the first Asian film.
And the fact, again, it's going to be another genre. It's going to be like martial arts.
Honestly,
I'm guessing.
all this stuff that they're doing is just like all over the world.
It's
Even
next
like
level.
the Disney stuff we just said in the other video, it's like they're just tapping into all like different parts of the world, different cultures. It's amazing.
Like they're literally just reaching their grubby little hands around the whole world and just taking it all for themselves.
But also, this should be happening like.
Yeah, it should have been happening like from day one, from the day Jesus was born, the year 0. Happy birthday, Jesus.
Iman. So, talking of different cultures, we have a new film, Miss Marvel, which is about a Pakistani American teen, and it's a new actress called Iman Vellani. And basically, during lockdown, so it's roughly real new, they basically did like an online worldwide search for actresses, and yeah, found this young actress.
So it's cool when they're getting unknowns as well as like obviously huge Hollywood stars.
Yeah, and it's also 4 directors who all look.
At what point is it too many directors?
Yeah, no, they're 2 producers as well, and there's like and women. They're doing good.
Yeah.
They're doing good. I don't actually know much about Miss Marvel, but I know that she obviously connects to Captain Marvel, which is where we're leading on to next.
Mate, I was hyped for that when they
Flip
said
the
that.
page. So Miss Marvel is going to be in Captain Marvel 2 with all the recurring cast people, obviously like Brie Larson. And we're we are then meeting, what's her name?
Monica Rambeau.
Yes.
So she got introduced in the first one as a kid, but now we're seeing her as an adult, which is cool.
And what's also cool is we get introduced to her in WandaVision, apparently.
Oh, right.
This is what I'm saying, bro. They're clever. They want us all to sign up Disney Plus. You want to make sure you're getting all your information.
I mean, it makes sense, but it's also so cool because it means when you're watching these things, you have a fully rounded character you're watching. It's not just from a couple of scenes.
And that's why you can chuck them in to his film.
Yeah, and like Wanda and Vision are two characters that I feel are so underused in the MCU. Like when Vision died, no offense, I didn't really care because I didn't really feel, same as when Quicksilver died, I didn't really care because I didn't really feel like that attached to him yet. So the fact that we're going to be seeing them in all these different things is sick.
Just a lot of dedication that needs to be given to next year.
And this is what I wanted. When the Netflix series first came out, I was like, oh, when it comes to Infinity War, we're going to be seeing Daredevil and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and...
we're going to get it.
No.
We're going to get it.
Oh, and then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we're going to see them all...
Yeah.
All I wanted was just one shot of them like walking through one of the little holes like, we're here too. Yeah, so excited for that. Crossovers galore.
So the next film, which comes out November 5th, 2021, and Kevin Feige said it's their most ambitious film yet, is Eternals.
Honestly, like the fact we have to wait a whole another year made me so upset, but obviously I want to wait if we're going to see it properly.
I don't know Eternals that well, but he said something like, it spans thousands of years. I was thinking,
Oh, they're like gods.
Damn.
And the fact that it's got like a whole broadcast, like I love like an ensemble character.
Do you feel like
thing.
they're going to intertwine it with like, because he didn't speak anything else about.
I feel like this one's going to be more like a Guardians of the Galaxy, whereas Guardians of the Galaxy came after the Avengers and we wanted it all to like intertwine straight away. But actually, you need to take time sometimes to develop these characters. And because it's one with so many characters, if we're going to be intertwining it too much, I feel like it's going to be too much.
But what we just said is maybe going to go against that. In a film, we're going to introduce like 8 characters,
right?
In Eternals. So are we going to connect to them? We'll see how I trust Marvel. They got that recipe down. You know what I mean? They have. They
managed to do it with Guardians of the Galaxy. They made us like a tree and a raccoon. Like
we'll get onto that later as well.
Oh wait, have you subscribed yet?
I don't think you have.
Now might be a good time. Just get your finger, subscribe. And then while you're at it, I think like is nearby, isn't it?
It's really close.
Yeah. Just move the finger and go, like.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're watching with a mouse. Yeah.
On with the video. So another series that's going on Disney Plus. Again, another main character who's getting their own TV series is Hawkeye. And he's teaming up with character Kate Bishop, who's played by Haley Steinfeld. I don't know much about what's happening with that, but I'm sure it's going to be sick.
Yeah, like I have heard amazing things about the new Hawkeye. I say new, it's probably a few years old now. New Hawkeye graphic novels, the comics.
Yeah.
Because not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest Hawkeye fan from what we've seen in the MCU. Like Jeremy Renner is cool, but like I'm just not that fussed about Hawkeye. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not super excited about this one, to be honest. But I've heard great things about the comics. I'm guessing if it's based on that, it's gonna be good.
There you go. I was pure hype for this next one. I'll tell you
Is
what.
it?
So She-Hulk is happening, okay? and he describes it like she's just the woman who's like 6'7" and she's just trying to live her life, but she is a lawyer and she deals with like specifically superhero cases.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin Feige said you're gonna see Marvel characters pop up from episode to episode. Okay, who else is a lawyer in TV seasons like Netflix? And wait, even better, this week Marvel got the rights back to Daredevil.
Okay.
It's gonna happen, bro.
No, because I was about to say, when he's talking about Marvel characters, I don't think he's talking about the ones that were on Netflix.
Listen, so what I'm getting at is we're gonna see some Daredevil.
No, I reckon it's gonna be like, I don't know, Iron Man has a court case because he touched the girl.
No, I'm sold. How cool would it be if Matt Murdock is just like in court? You just see him like with his cane, just like standing there.
You hear the cane first, and then you see a close up on the feet, and it's like, and then it pans up, and it's the random person, and that random person steps aside, and it's She-Hulk.
If it ain't Charlie Cox, nah.
You don't want a new actor.
A bore.
Yeah, it'll be stupid. Because the whole point that the Netflix ones were meant to be in the MCU.
You've already acknowledged, you're like, oh,
it's the same universe.
Yeah.
Oh, the Battle of New York.
Yeah.
Oh, the green guy got angry. Couldn't even mention the character's
name.
Couldn't even say his name.
Didn't know his father. But he's trying to quote.
No, but I'm here for it.
Also, he said Mark Ruffalo's making an appearance in the series.
Yeah, that's it.
And also, they're bringing back Tim Roth to play Abomination.
Yeah, that's cool. So that like ties in that first one, because I feel like the first film of the Hulk gets neglected.
Yeah.
Do you know what I want to see is at the end of that film, they set up the next villain. They set up the guy, like his hair grows and he becomes, I think it's called the leader.
Yeah, something like that.
But then that never actually comes into it. So rather than the Abomination, I prefer it if they develop that. Although it was a bit like goofy.
So another series being dropped is Moon Knight. Do you know much about Moon Knight?
Not loads, but I've got some Heroes for Hire comics that I've seen him in.
So he's a character who has dissociative identity disorder. What does that mean, Ben?
You're so smart. It means multiple personality disorder. So he's got like voices in head that he's talked to. It's a little bit like Split, it's like different people.
Yeah, I was about to say I've not seen it, but
Oh, it's good.
the series is set in Egypt. I think they've got an Egyptian director as well to direct it.
I feel like his origin story is something like an Egyptian curse was like put upon him.
He's
or
a
something.
vigilante, basically.
Yeah, but he's wild, man. It's like Deadpool kind of level of like funny, talking to the audience, talking to himself.
Might be darker.
Darker.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can get darker than Deadpool, like straight up murders people.
This next one I'm a bit worried about because this is a big comic. It's like one of the biggest comics in the last 20 years. Right?
Oh, straight up and down.
They've announced they're doing Secret Invasion.
Yeah, man.
But they're putting it on Disney Plus.
So as a series?
I think it's a series.
Which
with Samuel Jackson as well.
Which potentially I think could be the best thing for it. Right. You say your thing first. Though.
So Secret Invasion is basically about Skrulls, and it's like how they've been here the whole time and they've been invading humans.
People's bodies, basically.
Yeah. We kind of saw it at the end of Spider-Man 2.
Right,
in the car.
Shape-shifting.
If you didn't stay to the end of the cinema, you missed out. So, connected to that, Ironheart is another series which is dropping.
Oh, I've got more to say about Secret Invasion.
Oh, snap. Carry on.
The reason I think it's going to be better for a series is there's so many like twists and turns, and the whole thing is like, who can you trust? How much has it gone in? But actually, having it episodic and having all those cliffhangers at the end of the episodes could potentially be better as long as we're getting all the characters involved. Like when Civil War came out, yes, it was sick, but I thought they did it too early. There wasn't enough characters in there. We've got bare characters now. Yeah. I want to see all of them involved in Secret Invasion.
Maybe that's why.
And if that doesn't happen, also people better die. Like, because there needs to be stakes. If the superheroes always just survive, I don't care.
Yeah, but then there'll be like people will die, and it was like.
Or then we find out that actually in one of the last films or one of the last episodes of something, that character was a Skrull the whole time.
Another series is Ironheart. I don't really know much about it. She's basically like a female Iron Man. She's meant to be like as clever as Shuri, or like as competitive.
Oh, really?
For the brains. And the whole point is they're meant to tie back in. Kevin said that to the MCU movie universe.
Well, I mean, can we just expect now that all of the MCU series are gonna which is a lot, and it's freaking fantastic.
He didn't give dates to everything, but I'm guessing it's all gonna pop. So this is interesting. This is a new series again. with another character from the films. War Machine will be taking the lead, obviously played by Don Cheadle, who kind of got done dirty in the last couple of films. We didn't really see much of him.
No, we haven't.
Anyway, it's called Armor Wars, and it's the whole concept is basically like Iron Man's tech was taken into the wrong hands. What would happen? Because he kind of says it, doesn't he, at the beginning, like in the first Iron Man film. It's like, what would I do if this? So I guess it's like, well, we're going to see what happens.
Yeah.
Kevin spoke about how they wanted to do like holiday specials, which sounds not great, but it's about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
and it sounds cool.
But I'm not gonna lie, this is something for me that if you just announced it and it was like, and it's out next week, I'd be like, great. If you're like, oh, and we're gonna film it in a couple of years' time when we film the other, I'm not getting hyped over that. I'm just like, oh, okay.
It's basically called Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, and it's going to be prior to the next Guardians, which comes out in 2023. Far, bro.
Do you reckon, you see, Guardians of the Galaxy is all about Star-Lord, like, with his tape cassette and, like, yearning over sort of human things from yesteryear. Do you reckon it's going to be him, like, finding a holiday special on a TV from, like, an old cassette that he taped on?
Maybe. That makes sense.
And they recreate their own one or something.
But they got James Gunn back, so that's good.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool.
Connected to that, they're doing a whole separate thing with Groot. It's called I Am Groot. And I think it's, like, short, episodic things, which sounds cool. This next thing made my jaw drop. Like, it was the only thing that made my jaw drop. And you're going to be shocked. They basically announced that the actor playing the villain for the next Thor film is Christian Bale.
Oh, yeah. Sick. That made your jaw drop?
Yeah, Christian Bale, man. Honestly, I was like, he's going to be sick.
Yeah.
He's going to be sick.
Fully.
He's going to be so sick. And I just didn't think he'd be the kind of person to jump in on a Marvel film. His character is called Gore, the God Butcher.
That's deep.
That's dark. So people will argue we don't need this and we shouldn't be not using Wesley Snipes, but they are doing Blade again and they're using Mahershala Ali, who is a sick actor. And I'm sorry, he looks like he would kill that part.
If the characters from the Netflix show are coming into the MCU though...
Not all of them, but go on, Karen. Yeah.
But if some of them do, then we are to believe that it's all set in the same universe.
Sure.
He's already played in Luke Cage. Cottonmouth, right? Just putting it out there. Would you prefer it to be Wesley Snipes? And then at that point, are they just then saying that the first 3 Blade films are now in the MCU?
Mahershala is a sick actor and I want to see what he'd do with that role.
Right.
Like, Wesley Snipes did it, it was great.
Do you think they'll put Wesley on that little cameo or something, like he's playing his dad or something?
Cleaning the window.
Not cleaning the windows, that's deep.
He's mopping up the vampire blood.
He should be a vampire, that would be cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So basically, the next Ant-Man and the Wasp film is called Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantum Mania.
Sounds like a ride at like Alton Towers.
And all the cast are coming back.
I mean, what does it even mean? Quantum Mania,
Like Quantum Mania, so I'm guessing it's all going to be like tying things in and things might happen, you know?
Things might actually happen in that film.
I've got a theory, we'll say it at the end. I think Ant-Man and the Wasp film again is going to be like the pivotal bit in all this. Like,
Pivot?
You know how like...
Sorry.
Kevin announced basically that there's going to be Black Panther 2 and that they will not be recasting T'Challa for obvious reasons because he's so iconic.
Yeah.
The fact that people thought that he would is just ridiculous.
It's crazy. I'm pleased he said that, and it was. They said some stuff about Chadwick, which
and
was
he
really
basically
nice.
went on to say that they'd be silly to just shut Black Panther down. Like Chadwick Boseman set up this stage, and now I think they want to delve into all the characters that are amazing in the comics and stuff like that. We actually touched on a lot of that in our tribute to Chadwick in a video we did before. So if you want to check that out, check that out. The film is meant to come out July 8th in 2022. And
Wowza.
Ryan Coogler.
And he's rewriting the whole thing, right?
Yeah. So that should be exciting. This was the curveball in the announcements. Fantastic Four.
Oh, scoon.
The first Marvel family.
Yeah, man.
Like,
is it gonna get done right this time?
Third time lucky.
I mean, you like the first ones.
I like the first one. I need to rewatch the new ones with Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
Because I can't start again. Do you know what I mean?
But as in like another origin story.
And I don't want Doom. I'm done with Doom.
Do you know what? In the comics, Fantastic Four have a lot of like crossover with like Black Panther and the people of Wakanda. T'Challa is like working with them at one point.
Yeah.
Maybe that's an interesting dynamic. Yeah, so we're gonna have to see their origin story again, or are we just gonna assume that we know it, or are they going to introduce them in other properties? Are we going to see them in other series, in other films, or are we going to see them go to space again and be like astronauts? Because I like space. There's also theories that we'll see like all the different
versions
of Fantastic
So
Four.
the next thing I wanted to say was, it kind of been confirmed, kinda.
Has it?
Kinda.
You talking about what I'm thinking you're talking about?
So, Tobey Maguire, I think Tobey Maguire's the only person who hasn't signed his contract, but Tobey Maguire...
How do you know he's not signed his contract?
I've got connections, innit? Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire meant to be coming back, same as Kirsten Dunst, same as Emma Stone, and definitely, apparently, Doc Ock.
Definitely, apparently. If they manage to pull this off, this
honestly
is going to make like 10-year-old Ben very happy.
Like, I don't think it's going to be like a film about them. It'll be like, hey, get me back to my timeline kind of vibe. Where am I?
Okay, so like Spider-Man into the
Like
Spider-Verse.
into the verse.
Either way, like a cameo or a main character, I am here for it.
Also, how I think they're going to connect the Netflix Daredevil into the show.
Oh, Daredevil.
Listen, Peter Parker's been outed, right? He's going to need a lawyer. Who's a famous superhero lawyer?
She-Hulk.
And Matt Murdock.
They'll just use She-Hulk, surely.
No, but Matt Murdock and Spider-Man are like pals.
It would be sick, but the way it's going is like the Netflix shows are so much darker and more violent. I feel like they don't want to encourage that coming into it. Like
where Doctor Strange is meant to be darker, like where She-Hulk.
But there's dark.
Loki's like crime thriller.
Yeah, but there's dark, and then there's Shankins in the middle of a corridor with Punisher. Do you know what I mean?
Right, but listen, Daredevil and Spider-Man in the comics are like best
Oh,
bros.
I want it to happen.
Yeah,
Don't get it twisted. I want it to happen.
What other things you're most excited about?
There's so much, bro, but for me, it's the new content. It's Moon Knight. I'm super interested in that because I've read some of the comics. Such a cool character.
Okay.
Eternals, I know nothing about as characters, but that excites me, and it's going to be different. I'm excited for that one. Yeah. But the thing I'm most excited for is just the crossovers, man.
Right.
How we're going to see even more of that one in that series, in that film. Meeting up with that, because that's what we wanted from the TV shows, from Netflix, from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
What we wanted originally.
And it never really happened. It was always like a poor man's version of the MCU. So yeah, I'm hyped for that. What about you?
I was really hyped to see She-Hulk. It sounds really cool.
Yeah?
It's kind of like a Jessica Jones vibe in my head.
Oh, because she's like a lawyer, detective kind of thing.
like superpowers.
She's a lawyer.
And also, I'm thinking Loki. I just want to see how they're gonna like tie up his little like bit. Do you know what I mean? See those little bits from the film. How if they've maybe pre-planned some stuff that we've not seen yet. Do you know what I mean?
Because the fact they've literally branched off there with a whole other timeline, basically, right?
Yeah, that's literally it.
It's getting a bit confusing, to be honest.
This year is going to be
for the TV shows.
TV shows, it's all going to be like...
Which MCU film or TV show or anything are you most looking forward to? Pop it in the comments. Let us know.
Yeah. Guys, thank you for getting to the end of this video. I hope your brain is as blown as ours is, because I was super excited to get all this out today.
And if you want to see all the films that are announced for Disney live action, Disney animation and Pixar, we've got videos on them as well, so check them out. Ooh, synchronicity.
Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Toodles.
Bye-bye. This is why it's confusing for me, because it's not in order, so I have to, I'm trying to like... Anyway,
but I didn't...
Silence!
Oh my gosh.